Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Today I am making peanut butter pie. Peanut butter boy. For those of you that don't know, if it's your first time watching me, I grew up Swartzentruber Amish, and part of the goal for this channel is to teach people Pennsylvania Dutch. So I am translating most of the ingredients into Pennsylvania Dutch. Some of them I forget, but others are translated the same, or we just say them the same that we do in English. So, alright, let's get started. So first thing I have is 1 cup of pure maple syrup. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I don't use any granulated sugar. I know that maple syrup still is very much like a sweetener, but it's not, it's a natural sugar, so that's what I use. You can use whatever you prefer. If you do use sugar, use 2/3 cup of brown sugar if you don't have maple syrup. So I have a cup of maple syrup, 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Put that in there. I'm gonna whisk that right in there. 1 teaspoon, excuse me, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Keeps wanting to come out. So maple syrup in Pennsylvania Dutch is just maple syrup. Cornstarch is also the same. Salt is salz. First thing I'm gonna do is separate my eggs. I have 8. The recipe calls for 8 eggs. Now I understand that eggs are pretty expensive right now, so if you don't have your own chickens, or if you don't have a friend that has chickens that you buy your eggs from, you might want to not make peanut butter pie, or you just spent the money and make peanut butter pie. So I have 8 eggs here, and I'm gonna separate them. I always put the egg white in like a glass jar like that, and then I stick it in the fridge. And then you can make angel food cake, or if you have other ways of making recipes with egg whites, put it in the comments what you use your egg whites for, because I can never figure out, you know, what to use my egg whites for except angel food cake, and I very rarely make that. Alright, I've got my eggs separated now, and I'm only going to use the egg yolks, and I'm going to stick the egg whites in the fridge, and I will use those later. So I'm going to take my whisk and just whisk up these egg yolks here. Alright, I whisk them up real good. Egg yolks in Pennsylvania Dutch are oil. And eggs is oil, of course. Alright. Alright, now I have my cornstarch, maple syrup, salt mixture here, and I'm going to pour the eggs in there. If you want to save dishes, you can separate your eggs into this bowl first, and then put your cornstarch and your maple syrup and stuff in there. Now I'm just going to whisk that in there. There it is. Alright, so I've got 5 cups of milk in here. This is for the vanilla pudding, for the filling. You can see that it's boiling, and you just want it just at a boil. And then I'm gonna stir the cornstarch, maple syrup, salt, egg mixture in here, and you wanna whisk it the whole time that you're pouring it in here. Actually, I forgot. I need to timber my eggs so I don't scramble them. So I'm gonna take just a couple ladles full of the hot milk and put it into my egg mixture, and I'm gonna stir that. You want to do just enough that it makes the egg mixture warm, so when you pour it into the boiling milk, it doesn't scramble your eggs. Alright, so I did 4 of them. So I have 5 cups of milk here. You can use almond milk or whole milk, whatever you wish to use. And this will make 2 peanut butter pies. But you can also use this pudding for replacement of instant vanilla pudding. That's what I do instead of using instant vanilla pudding, because it's so much better than that. Alright, I'm going to pour this in here, and I'm going to whisk it as I pour it in. And as you can see, it's already thickening. Now, as soon as it's all in there and it looks like it's pretty thick, see that? Already looks like pudding. So I'm just gonna leave that on there for probably a minute, and I'm continue stirring it. Alright, so you can see that it's bubbling where it gets holes there, and now you want to turn it off, and then you want to add 4 tablespoons of butter and just stir that in. And I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of maple flavoring in. You can use vanilla. If you use vanilla, you want to do 1 teaspoon. The maple is somehow, it's like very, very concentrated, and it's a lot stronger than the vanilla. So I use about half the amount of maple than I do for vanilla. And you want to just whisk that in there until the butter's all melted. Alright, there you have your vanilla pudding. Look at that, it looks delicious. And it's gonna be delicious too. And now I'm gonna show you how we used to cool it off at home, since we didn't have a fridge if it was warm outside. Alright, so I got the sink filled up up to where the pudding comes in the jar. And then I just let it sit in here, and about every 10 to 15 minutes or so I stir it, because if you don't stir it, it gets a skin on top of it. And it's not a big deal if you want to just leave it on there and don't stir it at all. You just set it in the fridge, and then when you're ready to use it, you just take the skin off. But yeah, like I said, you can use this for anything. And also, as it cools off, it will get thicker. So if it looks like it's too thin, let it cool off before you add more milk. But if it's too thick once it's cooled off, you can add either milk or heavy whipping cream to your desired thickness. So, all right, now I'm ready to make my peanut butter crumbs for my peanut butter pie. So right here I have 1 cup of powdered sugar. I made my own powdered sugar because I didn't have any, so I did a little bit of research on it. And like, okay, make your own powdered sugar. So I'll upload a video of how I did it. I'll probably make it a short, but so I'm gonna pour that in there. It's got some dust going on. And then I'm gonna put 1 big old tablespoon, that's probably 2 tablespoons of peanut butter right there. I think I'll probably need 2 of those. So that's probably about 1/2 cup of peanut butter. I'm just guessing because I always guess on this. So I'm just telling you that it's probably about 1/2 cup. So now I'm gonna take my hand and I'm gonna go in there and mix it all up. Alright, so I ended up adding another 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And there we have some peanut butter crumbs. You want to add enough powdered sugar that it's not sticky anymore, but it's more like crumbs. So I'll show you what I do with it. Alright, I have 2 cups of heavy whipping cream in here, and I'm going to whip this up until it's nice and stiff. Heavy in Pennsylvania Dutch is schwer, and whipping is fitze, rum, cream is rum, so it'd be schwer fitze rum. I'm sorry, we did not say it like that, but if you take the words apart, that's how they're translated. So it would just be schwer rum, heavy cream, but schwer fitzing rum, the heavy whipping cream. I don't know why that's funny, but that's pretty funny. If you're ex-Amish and you're watching this, you understand why it's funny.
Hi, recording. Oh boy.
You know what I discovered? That this is Dutch. Schwer fitzing rum.
Schwer fitzing rum.
Oh gosh. What? You're gonna come see?
Is it on?
Yeah. It's flying all over the place. Hey, don't do that. Let's put it in. Alright, now I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring in here. I'm just gonna guess. Of course, that's what I do. And then I'm gonna whisk that in there. Alright, Hauptsache Neck fixed. I whipped that in there. And now we're gonna assemble our pies. I have these pie crusts here. I baked these yesterday, so I wouldn't have to do it today. Got these 2 pie crusts in here, and I'm gonna take these peanut butter crumbs and I'm gonna put a good layer on the bottom. And I'll press it up on the sides. Like just take it and press it kind of up on the sides there. So I get that some of you guys probably have never had peanut butter pie. Well, you're gonna have to go make it after this because it's one of the, if you've ever been in Amish country, you might have had some. And if you didn't, next time you go to Amish country, be sure to eat peanut butter pie. It's one of the Amish greatest creations, as I call it. Alright, I pressed that around the edges pretty good. And now we want a good layer on the bottom too. Alright, that looks good. Now on to the next one. You can come out now.
Okay. Like, when can I get me something to eat? Ooh, can't eat. What do we got? Mashed potatoes in here?
Mashed potatoes.
What is this?
Pudding.
Pudding.
Bring it over here. I need it. Alright, now it's time to put the filling, my vanilla pudding, in the pies. I'm just going to spread it out all over the pan there. Alright, now time to put the cream on top. This is going to be so good. Guess what the biggest punishment is? Making this whole thing, not being able to even lick your fingers. Or I shouldn't say not being able. I'm able. Me and my husband are on the Daniel fast, so we're not allowed to eat any dairy. No meat, just veggies and fruit and whole grains. So I never realized how hard it is to make something without licking your fingers. But hey, I'm doing it, so. Now you just want to spread it out to the edge. The reason I'm making this is because my sister-in-law and her family are coming over for dinner tonight, and my nieces, they desperately wanted peanut butter pie, so I told them I'll do it if I'm their favorite aunt then. Alright, it's starting to look amazing. Now, we're just going to take some of those peanut butter crumbs that I have left over still, and we're going to spread them over the top, just like that. Then that looks like the real deal right there. And of course there's some going beside the pan too, but that's okay. You can always clean up messes. Alright. Ooh, look at that. Look at it. Would you just look at that? Oh, that looks so amazing. I'm just sad I can't eat any. Oh, I just want to dig in. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel to see more. Thank you. Bye.